Skateboarding has always been an escape for me. As soon as those four wheels hit the ground, I'm not focused on anything else in the entire world. For that small moment of time, I'm completely free. I started skateboarding at the age of 13 in a small farm town in Missouri. The local skate park was my second home. The hours that I put into skateboarding have given me some of the best friendships and have taken me to places that I never thought that I would travel to. I've had well-known sponsors, I've skated in front of large crowds, and I've even been featured in a couple major magazines. Skateboarding has been a huge part of my life for the past 15 years. So when I was told that I wouldn't be able to skateboard anymore, you can imagine the fear and the anxieties that engulfed me. The image of the doctor's office floor is forever burnt into my mind. It's literally the only thing I could focus on as they told me that I would never be able to skate again. I was 26 years old and needed cartilage from a cadaver because mine was non-existent. If I were to wait to have this surgery, I would need a full knee replacement by the age of 35. I remember leaving the doctor's office and calling my dad scared because I had no idea what to do. I had this trembling sweat mixed with emotion that paralyzed me to the point where I had to pull off to the side of the highway. I started questioning everything. Why is this happening to me? What could I have done different? What did I do to deserve this? Why is God punishing me? My predicted 5-hour surgery turned into 10 hours and 20 minutes on the operating table. Due to nerve damage from the extended surgery, I had completely lost feeling in both of my legs. That lack of mobility bought me a few days in the hospital. I remember the first time the hospital staff changed the dressing on my knee. My first glimpse of the incision is what made everything real for me. They prepare you for a lot of things before surgery, but they don't necessarily prepare you for the recovery. No one tells you that a simple task of getting something to eat or going to the bathroom requires someone to physically pick you up and put you in a wheelchair. No one tells you that the pain medication will make you sick to your stomach, but if you don't take it, the pain from the surgery is so unbearable that you can't even sit still. And no one tells you that depression starts to creep into your mind and you can start to question your entire purpose here on earth. I remember praying for strength to get through this season, but it felt like my prayers bounced off the ceiling unanswered and unheard. And then something clicked. I realized that the Lord was removing everything from my life that was holding me back from a new season. James 1:12 says, "Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial, for when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love him." I had a brand new perspective. My authentic friends and some very influential people in my life were consistently reaching out to encourage me. The same wheelchair that I felt like a slave in was placed on a stage for me to share the freedom of God's grace. The loneliness that I felt was being reconstructed into hope. I finally realized I wasn't alone. It took me finally letting go of what I thought I understood and trusting in God's plan for my perspective to change. After months of searching, I finally felt a church that felt like home here in Kansas City. My spiritual life had never been better. My diet changed. Physical therapy and working out became a consistent routine in my life. The people that I needed around me were purposefully placed in my life at the perfect time. Through this journey, I've learned to find the joy in falling, that my biggest setback can be turned into a testimony of grace. I felt the Lord telling me that through Him, I would be able to overcome every limitation that the world has set on me. I continue daily to put my faith in Jesus because I know that through Him, there is only victory.
Gotta hold my body down.
Darkness tries to roll over my bones, when sorrow comes to steal the joy I own, when brokenness and pain is all I know. Oh, I won't be shaken. No, I won't be shaken.